Okay, continuing with the functions, now let's move on and work with the scope of the variable. The scope of variable is the part of program where the variable is accessible. Variables that are declared outside of all function definitions, such as my favorite band variable code shown here. My favorite band is equals to AC slash DC in the parentheses, which makes it a string. um, Code here are accessible from anywhere in the program. Yes, you can access it anywhere because it's a global variable. As a result, such variables are said to have global scope and are known as global variables. My favorite band is a global variable, so it is accessible from within the get band rating. So we will develop a function, define a function get band rating, and you can access it within the function, and we can use it to determine bands rating. We can also use it outside the function, such as when we pass it to print function to display. So instead, like going here, you see here we will develop a function, but the my favorite band ACDC is used as a global variable. Okay, and the topic is scope of the variable. So this variable my favorite band, this is a global variable. So now use the Python editor here, visualize the code. Okay, my favorite band ACDC, it's stored as a global variable. Define get band rating function. So now without going to the body, it will move to the main program. Print ACDC rating is get band. So here it says ACDC rating is get band rating ACDC, means get band rating function is called, and the parameter band name is ACDC. So ACDC is passed here. If band name, which is ACDC, is equals to my favorite band, which is yes same, return 10.0, else return 10. So it will return 10.0 this and return 10.0 this thing. Then come print deep blue, deep purple rating is get band rating deep purple. Print this thing. Okay, so as you know, the deep blue is not equals to my favorite band, so it will return 0. Band name is here deep blue, band name equal, compare it with my favorite band ACDC, which is not equal. So if it's failed, then go to else, return 0, and it will return 0. Deep blue rating is 0. Print my favorite band is my favorite, so it will, because it is a global variable, so it can print my favorite band, which is ACDC. Okay, now moving forward, what's going on here, take a look at the modified version of the code. Now my favorite band variable is defined within the get band rating. So my favorite ACDC is defined within the function, which is a local variable. Now it will be a local variable. It means that it can only be used or like accessed within the function. It cannot be used outside the function. A variable that is defined within a function is said to be a local variable of that function. Yes, true. That means that it is only accessible from within the function in which it is defined. Our get band rating function will still work. My favorite band is still defined within the function. However, we can no longer print my favorite band outside. Let's see what it's saying. So see, okay, print, go here. Okay, so visualize it. Example of the local variable. So this is the function, print ACDC is the rating get band ACDC. So it says like print ACDC rating is get band rating, call use this function, and ACDC is used as the band name. Next, my favorite band is ACDC. Okay, if band name is equals to okay, M favorite band, I changed it a little bit without so there was a logic when I was working, and you can use my favorite or M favorite. ACDC, if band name is equals to M favorite name, both are band name is M favorite band, which is ACDC, return 10.0. so now here the argument is ACDC, which is same band name, and both are same, so it will return 10.0. okay, ACDC rating is 10.0. Next, print deep blue rating is get band rating deep blue. Okay, so band name here is deep blue. They are not equal because band name is this, my favorite is ACDC, and it will return 0. okay, and print my favorite band is my m favorite band. So it will give you an error because it's not a global function and you cannot call it outside it. So if it was defined outside the function, like it was defined globally, then you could use it. So it gives you an error. Okay, got it. Okay, so example of global variable and local variable within the same. So the third example, edit code. Again, okay, submit. So if you get an error, just simply click submit and it will vanish away. My favorite band is this thing, so you have defined it as a globally. So get band the function, then print AC/DC rating is get band AC/DC. Okay, band name is AC/DC. My favorite band is equals to deep blue. Now my favorite band is deep blue instead of this thing. So as my favorite band is set to be deep blue within the function definition, so it will take preference. So my favorite band is deep blue, not this thing. So as both are not equal, the condition will fail, it will return 0. Okay, print deep blue rating is get rating this thing. So now the argument is, sorry, the input parameter is band name is equals to deep blue. My favorite band is also deep blue, so both are same. As both are same, then it will return a value of 10. And print my favorite band is my favorite band. So see, think about it, which will be printed, either deep blue or AC/DC. This is the locally defined within the function, this is globally. Next, so my favorite band is AC/DC. So this was a beautiful example used because this is a global variable, so in the print you can use the global variable, and within the function it was local variable my favorite band, so it was used in the local argument. So very good example. Now moving forward, this is a quiz. Simply divide a comma b, c is equals to a b, and return c. So it will this function will return you a value of c. So let's suppose you say, you call a function, you say div divide 4 comma 2, and it will return you 2.0. Let's suppose we say divide 2, what will happen? 1.0. Okay, define concatenate a plus b. So I return a plus b, so I say con 3 comma 4, so it will 3 plus 4 is 7, so it will return me 7. Define con ab, this return to 3, this thing, and concatenate two lists together, so it will concatenate two lists. So that's the end, and you can post your code on the GitHub as well. So I hope you have now pretty good example and idea of the function, and you are comfortable working with the function. Functions are very useful, and in today's lecture what we have covered it, we covered like what is a function. It is simply a block of codes, and that is reusable. We defined the local and the global variables and saw different examples, and how we saw how the function make things simple. And there were predefined functions like the sum, the sort, different, and we also used if else within and loops within the function. And we also set different default argument values in your custom functions, where we set the value of the ratings equals to 4, and then we define the global variables, and then we define the scope of the variable and use local variable, and then we work with the quiz of the loops. I hope you guys have now good idea of the function, and you can easily use it in your code. If you want to practice it, and I will suggest you practice using the W3 schools and other examples as well, it will further like give you a solid background of the function. So that's all with the function, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, and our next lab will be on the labs, objects and classes. Thank you.